All right, right now I'm about to go over exactly why anyone in fighting who wants to be able to succeed needs to build a secondary skill of having a personal brand along with fighting, or else they're going to get absolutely nowhere. So, let's say this is fighter one. This fighter grew up in the middle of nowhere, Dagestan. He never was introduced to any sort of technology or anything, and all he does is fight. Now, this has happened in the UFC where these people have been introduced and then they've built up their brand because they've been so good at fighting, but that happens secondarily. Because in most case scenarios, this is like an example of people will disagree with this because they've seen it happen through like Khabib and other Dagestani fighters. But in most case scenario, fighter two, who has this guy, mountaintop. This guy, who has a cell phone, laptop, and camera. Ignore the shitty photos. That guy is going to be 10 times more valuable to the UFC and to any other fighting organization that will actually cough over the dollars to fund his fighting, because they know that this guy who has all these things and who has built up a following using these things is an instant sell, because this guy already has an audience who people know they're going to go and see him, because this guy, he's a risk. No one knows who he is. So they need to put significantly more effort into hyping this guy up. But this guy already has his audience. He will get people to sell at arenas no matter where he goes, because he already has that audience built out over time and time, and people just want to see him fight. An example of this is like Conor McGregor. Like, Conor McGregor was at one point the most popular fighter in the world. He could get any deal he wanted with any fighting organization out there. And the reason behind that was because he was an absolute character. There were many videos of him talking that entertained people. He was a shit talker, and he knew how to hype up fights, because it wasn't just his fighting skills that he was building up. He was building his fighting skills plus his like charisma and like just being able to promote something. So that is why he was able to basically get whatever he wanted. Another example of this is like Ilya Taporia right now. Now, both of these people, I will absolutely say that they're absolutely phenomenal fighters, brilliant talents, but they would not be where they're at right now and getting the deals that they're getting right now if the UFC didn't know that they would be able to sell as many fights, like as many deals as possible with them. Because just with that name, they're making millions already, which is why they can have so much control over who they fight. So when you're looking at this and seeing this guy on Dagestan Mountaintop who has no exposure at all, and this guy who is probably just as skilled of a fighter, but has built up all of the presences, and look at Conor McGregor, look at Ilya Taporia, and knows that they're entertaining and that they're able to sell fights, the fighting organization will go with this person every single time, even if this person's a slightly better fighter, just because at the end of the day, the fight business is to make money, and they know that these people will make more money. So yeah, that is my 2 cents on the subject. I'm not an expert in this in any means. I just have the goal of eventually making it into professional fighting and having that be my career. And I want to share what I think is the most valuable thing you can do to bring up your worth as a fighter. That, which is literally why I'm making these videos right now. It's just something I enjoy doing and that I know will bring some attention on me and hopefully help people out. But just, yeah, this fighter, 10 times more valuable than this fighter, and will be rewarded in fame and fortune 10 times more than this fighter because they know their value and they have significantly more leverage. So yeah, thank you for watching and hopefully you enjoyed.